name's Morgan Lyndall, and I'm an attorney at the Butler Law Firm. A lot of times after an accident, people are wondering, where can I file a lawsuit? And unfortunately in Georgia, that's a very complicated question. And that's why it's important to have an experienced injury attorney helping you out when you're ready to file a lawsuit. The reason it's so complicated is because Georgia has a ton of counties. In fact, we have 159 counties. So that means there are 159 superior courts. In addition to those superior courts, 49 counties have what's called a state court, which is another court where you can file a civil cause of action. So that means in Georgia, there are 208 courts where you can file a civil cause of action seeking more than $15,000. It's a lot of different courts to choose from. And there are a lot of different venue rules that govern what courts you can go into and when. And if you file in the wrong court, your lawsuit can get dismissed. So let's go ahead and get through. So if you have a lawsuit against an individual defendant who is from the state of Georgia, the Georgia Constitution is very clear. You can only file a lawsuit against them in their county of residence. That means that if the person that injured you is from Fulton County and you're from DeKalb County and the injury happened in Gwinnett County, you can only file suit against that person in Fulton County. Now, if from that example, that person is actually from Tennessee and is not from Fulton County, you have the option, if it's a car accident, to file in your place of residence, which from that prior example would have been DeKalb County, or where the accident occurred, which would be Gwinnett County. However, if it's not a car accident, some other type of injury or lawsuit, you can only file under 9-10-93, which would be where the accident or injury occurred, which in that prior example, again, would be Gwinnett County. So moving on to corporations or companies. If a corporation is registered in Georgia or is from Georgia, OCGA 14.2.510 governs them. And there's basically three different provisions there. One, you can file against them where they maintain a registered office. Two, you can file against them where the accident occurred if they maintain an office in that county. And three, you can still file against them where the accident occurred if they don't maintain an office. However, they have the right to remove that action to a different court if venue is proper elsewhere. So just keep that in mind. Now, if the corporation doesn't maintain a registered office in Georgia, then you have to file under Georgia's long-arm statute, which basically only allows you to file in the county where the injury occurred. And again, from that first example, that would be Gwinnett County. Now finally, if you were in an accident with a trucking company or a big rig or an 18-wheeler as they're commonly called, there are a lot of different provisions. And it gets a little complicated. So basically, 14.2.510 governs trucking companies, governs corporations. A trucking company is a corporation. So those three enumerated positions we told you about, you can pull them under there. However, a trucking company is also under 14.2.117, which basically says that you can bring them in the county where the accident occurred, regardless of whether they maintain an office there. And that's helpful a lot of times because trucking companies are big multinational corporations and don't often have offices in tiny rural counties in Georgia. So as you can tell, venue in Georgia is extremely complicated. This video only brushes the surface. So if you are in an accident in Georgia and you're wondering, where do I file a lawsuit, please reach out to us at Butler Law Firm. We're happy to help you. Thanks so much.